Hello and welcome to your Virgo new moon forecast. So the new moon falls in Virgo on the 30th of August 2019. So let's talk about what new moons are about, what super new moons are about, what energies are happening for you so that you can harness the energy and utilize the energy for your best abilities and outcomes and manifestations. Okay, so we have a Virgo super new moon. What that means is the moon, and I'm pretty sure the moon, this new moon, is the closest one we will have to the earth this year. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what I read somewhere, and I thought, wow, that's amazing, because that makes it a super potent new moon. Okay, closest to the earth. So be aware of energy shifts, and we've got the moon's energy affecting the earth, and the Virgo is an earth sign, so we've got all this earth energy, and the energy will be affecting the tectonic plates, the moving and shifting of those. We will talk about that a little bit further in the reading, but be aware, this is super potent. You will be feeling some energies. But I'd like to recap just a little bit and say that we had Leo season happening, and we have all those planets, most of those planets. We have the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars that moved through Leo. They're now moving into Virgo season on the new moon on the 30th. Okay, so first of all, happy birthday to Virgo. Virgo, this is your season. This is your energy. You will thrive in this energy. Okay, so for a lot of Virgos, it'll all be starting to come together at the end of the month into next month for you, because September is Virgo energy as well for you. But let's talk about new moons. New moons are what we do as a new phase of the moon. So we've gone full circle from the full moon right round to the new moon through all the phases. So it's new beginnings. It's about planting or setting your seeds or intentions. Okay, setting new beginnings. If you get new beginnings, fantastic. Okay, utilize that, run with it. And it's good for launching new things. Okay, if it's up and happening. If it's not up and happening, this is your time to plow your garden and plant your seeds of intention for what you would like to bring forward and bring in for the next full moon cycle, right round to the full moon, and complete a cycle. That's when the energy really sets. And also with this new moon energy, it's got a 6-month cycle. So you'll reap the fruits of your labor of what you've grown in 6 months. Okay, so that's what new moons are about. And many people do new moon rituals. Okay, this is a great time to write your lists, set your new moon's intentions on the 30th, on the new moon energy. And new moon's energy goes 3 days after. Okay, so you have from the 30th and 3 days after to set your intentions. Okay, so knowing all that, let's get into some information. So what we have here is Virgo super new moon, extra potent, strong new beginnings. And wherever that hits you in your personal chart, for some it's career, for some it's home, for some it's relationships, for some it's your area of creativity. You would have to look at your chart to see where this moon energy or where Virgo is placed in your chart or these activations. But you generally know, because a lot of people say, oh, my focus is on work, or my focus is on family, or my focus is here, or all this stuff with money came up for me. So, or is worrying me around this full moon, or I'm having to deal with it. So you will know. But if you really wanted to get specific, you may need to look at your personal chart. That's why it affects everybody individually. So let's get down to some facts. I've written some things down here. We have been in Leo energy. Leo was all about self-confidence, the self, inspiration, bravado. It was all about, Leo represents your creative divine spark and the shine, or to shine in your creative divine spark of energy that you are. That's why we feel so creative and that we can do it and put ourselves out there, and we have more energy to do that, and it's a fire sign. We're moving from fire into Virgo, which is earth. Okay, so the fire got you going. The fire, there was a lot going on in Leo, and we have the I can do it energy. And the Virgo then comes in, and we've got all those planets, the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars that were in Leo moving through into Virgo. It started around the 18th, to be honest with you, but it's going to move through. Okay, so it starts slowly moving, starting to gain momentum and move through. So Virgo, what is Virgo energy about? Virgo is very detailed, planning, editing, specifics of details and details of a project, okay? Virgo, it wants to, it's a lot about reality, okay, and bringing things into reality. We also have the Sun, yeah, so I just want to make a quick note here, maybe circle this in your diary. We have the energy around the 24th, which is very, very good. Okay, so circle that in your diary or put it in your phone calendar and just be aware of it. Okay, we have Venus and Mars conjuncting each other, 3 degrees of Leo, trining Uranus, 6 degrees of Taurus. So this is a lovely energy for creativity and sudden unexpected change. With relationships in particular, and also wherever it falls in your chart. So if it's not relationships, it could be something else, but it is good, and it is really good for relationships and single people, because something unexpected could come on that day that you weren't aware of. Okay, so just be aware of that, because you want to sort of be aware, have your awareness on that day. Okay, just be mindful. Virgo, we love you. You get us organized, grounded, planned, organized, all that Leo creativity and ideas and inspiration. Virgos knows how to implement it, okay, and critique it and analyze it and get it up and running, okay, so properly. Goes over the details and double checks the details. But Virgo, one thing I'll say here, and even doing this video, the Virgos started to kick in. Don't be a perfectionist, okay? Just watch that Virgo perfectionism doesn't go overboard or over the top. So keep it in perspective, okay? Virgo, you're really good at business and implementing all those things. And coming from fire to earth, it could feel like a little bit of a thud to a few people. So just be aware of that, okay? So we're coming out of quite a highly inspired energy into the practicality. So just be aware of that. So we also have 8 planets in Earth that are in an Earth energy. So bringing that practicality, bringing things down to earth, all right, this month. That's what you will all be looking at. We have plus 5 others in planets, in Virgo, sorry. So we've got this concern for the earth as well. That is going to be big, the environment, the earth, whatever's going on with our weather, our environment, our water, our land, anything. There is going to be a new consciousness, because we do have Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus. We've got a whole heap of other planets going on there, expanding our consciousness. Okay, Uranus is very good for expansion of consciousness, but focused on the earth and the planets. Just be mindful. Great month. Virgo represents the earth, so plants, planetary energy, okay? Anything grown, herbal medicines, you know, plant medicine. The earth grows everything that can heal us, okay? The earth actually provides every plant, herb, spice, whatever you want to say, from the earth that can heal us. So healing with any form of earthing, plants, energy is very good this month if you do need to look at something with your health, with your well-being, or just grounding your energy, okay? So I love that. I love that. Just remember, the earth has everything to heal us. It is all grown by the earth. That's how powerful this energy is. We also have, I'm going to go through a few little, there's going to be a few little Mercury Uranus difficult aspects. We're a bit frustrated. We're a bit uncertain. Just make sure it's not that Virgo energy being too perfect. Yes, go over the details. Yes, go and back over something and critique it. But don't get into frustration and uncertainty, because there is going to be a little bit of that energy around. Okay, just remember, this is a very fortunate new moon. Around frustrations, around uncertainty, underneath all that, it's a very fortunate new moon. So whatever's coming up for you, you know, I kind of feel like it's bringing in the better, or bringing in the better structured, or bringing in now the details to make it better long term. Because, you know, I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, but we've got some Saturn in there too, and Saturn with Virgo and all that energy. We actually have what we call a grand trine. Saturn has a trine in there, a grand trine to Earth in this Virgo season. And Saturn brings long-term stability, commitment, planning, longevity. So it doesn't do things willy-nilly. It does things that are going to really give you a strong foundation right through. And if you had a look at your charts personally and individually, if you had a Saturn grand trine, you would be a very lucky person of bringing your manifestations into reality and materialism into earth. So some people are very naturally good at bringing material or intentions or manifestations into earth, and they get them, and they're very good manifestors. They possibly could have a trine or a grand trine, of Saturn in their chart. So we've got a bit of that energy going on. So super powerful new moon, new beginnings. Plant those seeds of all that creativity from that Leo energy and bring it in, and now put it into practicality. Okay, we also have Virgo Taurus, which continues to bring in the creativity, and in that we're still going to continue to have downloads, which is ideas, okay, inspiration. We do still have that coming on, in and on with us throughout the Virgo season. And because we've got a Uranus aspect in there as well, these are very fast downloads, and they can be ingenious and spontaneous. So be mindful to go over. Be Virgo and go over what you get, and then put it into practical play or practical planning. Okay, so and the Jupiter-Neptune square will go through after this new moon energy. We've got a Jupiter-Neptune square till October. So interesting enough, we'll be seeing the light, or the lighter, or more possibilities, or better possibilities for the self, for others, with inspiration. So we've still got this follow-on energy, and planets supporting all that from the Leo season, with the inspiration, with the ideas, with the energy, and a little bit of the, you know, earth energy, changing all the pulling of the energy from the moon closest to the earth with the tectonic plates, brings a lot of change for people. So if you are feeling unstable or ungrounded, just remember earth. Go on earth, or be at the beach or the river, or getting connection with plants, trees, anything like that this month. Okay, I'm going to say for the month. Okay, we've got I suppose the only shadow side I'm picking up here is, please don't be too picky. Virgo, love you, but you can get picky or picky with details, okay? That's one thing. And the other thing here is managing the needs of a variety of individuals. That could hit a few of us. So you might find your energy pulled in a lot of directions or with a lot of different individuals, or trying to multitask too much. Virgo tends to, I can do it all, I've got a plan. And so remember to bring or ask for help or bring in help where needed, okay? Because Virgo, if you want to get it perfect and you want to get it right, or the Virgo in our chart wants to get it perfect and right and have a very secure foundation, we may have to pull in a little bit of help, because I do feel we're going to be pulled in a variety of ways, okay? In saying all that though, it's a very fortunate new moon, and it's gonna bring energy in for a long time. So whatever you're doing, implementing and planning now, that's why they want you to do it properly, okay? And go over all the details, because you will be doing it a long time. And we do kind of have like this Sun in Virgo, Venus, Mars. It's a big deal. It's a big romantic time, okay? There's surprise, there's freedom in love, there's bringing together. We still do have that energy there. It's not all heavy reality, but we've got some other aspects coming in there. There's a part of us where Leo brought in the creativity and the confidence, the Virgo's implementing the change, the feeling more stable, secure, or implementing how we're going to do that. And it's actually moving us forward, or a part of us forward, so we can connect with others. Okay, so it's still a beautiful energy, okay, and it allows ourselves to let love in, which brings in that heightened body and heart energy. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Any of you who have really been working hard through the Leo season, through the eclipse season, Leo season into this Virgo. So the ones who have really been putting in the hard work and kind of listening to these energy reports going, well, I'm not feeling that, I've just been working hard and really putting it into play. Well, whatever, if you have done your work, if you have put in your hard work, you will be getting ready to show your expertise, show your how professional you can be, and the mastery and expertise of all that hard work and the rewards coming in. So finally, okay, so there's a lot going on here with Virgo energy and the pull on the earth and that tectonic energy. We've got 7 planets in mutable signs, 5 in Virgo, Jupiter in Sag, Neptune in Pisces. So what I want you to watch with the Neptune in Pisces energy, be aware of too much mental energy, too much thinking and being up in the head. Okay, that's probably a negative here. It's okay to be up there. Don't do too much logic, too much analyzing, too much running like clockwork in a practical way where you're being rigid, okay? And just be careful of that mental function. And no over analyzing. So if you are an over analyzer anyway, you may find that this energy is hyped up or heightened for you. All right, just be aware of that. Other than that, it is still a mixed bag. I mean, moving from fire to earth, creativity to earth, now the practicality, the realities come in for us. The new beginnings, super new moons have super new energy. So if you're planting seeds, it's getting a super energy hit. And we've still got this beautiful creativity energy in that practicality. So I'm liking it. You know, it is good. It's going to, whatever your ideas were or are, or you were implementing or trying, Virgo is going to put it into play now. and we've got Saturn in there and all those other planets going, let's get serious, let's do something long term. So we're going to do it properly, okay? So for the singles, that and all this relationship energy, so you could meet someone unexpectedly, so be open and be aware. For couples, there's a moving together, connecting, okay, in a heightened way, in connecting in body and heart onto another level. So some of you may find all this passion and creativity and confidence of Leo moving into the Virgo has made you brought it into reality, and you've had that shock or that connection on another level. So a lot of you may be going another level and setting something very long term, okay? So just be aware of all this. All this information, take from it what you need. If it's one message or all of it that applies to you, then utilize that energy, okay? Sometimes people are just in their groove and things are going well, that's okay too. But don't forget to do your new moon ritual. And people say to me, what is a ritual? Okay, so you can just list some intentions if you like. Okay, some people write down and list all their intentions. They tend to burn the list, safely, of course, in a very safe place. But you don't have to do that. You know, meditation, connecting with the earth and grounding, walking along the beach, setting your intentions, going home, making a plan, and you are, as long as you're focused on that energy and you're aware of the moon and the energy and you're kind of sending it out to the universe, then you are setting intentions. So there's no real one way of doing it. Just writing lists for some people are very good. Okay, some people like to bury their piece of paper. It doesn't really matter. It's about taking the energy and the time and a few minutes to really connect into the moon and the moon's energy, particularly when it's at a super potent time is even better. And just using this, because we've got so much creativity, we've got so much earth energy, we've got expansion energies like Uranus, we've got Jupiter and Sag, you know, bringing bigger expansion. We've got Mercury there. We've got Mars there. You know, Mars brings the innovation. It's the do it well. I can do it well now. The confidence with focus. We've got Venus in Virgo. We've got all these different energies still going on. Okay, we've got some Taurus in there. Okay, so it's actually a really exciting time, and that's why I wanted to kind of put this energy or this information of the energies forward for you today. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this gives you some insight or some into the energies. And for those of you who are still getting some downloads and creativity and ideas, this Virgo will actually help you implement them and put them into play. Okay, so happy birthday, Virgo. Enjoy Virgo season, and I will see you all around the full moon energy. So thank you for listening. Bye.